Hi, beautiful souls. How's everybody out there doing today? Hope you all are having such a beautiful day. It's a nice day today. The sun is shining, and I'm back with another video. So, in today's video, I just want to briefly talk about why is it harder? Well, I don't want to use the word hard. Why is it not easy for us, spiritual awaken, I call ourselves old souls, to find love, to find the right partner? Okay, I have my list here. I'm speaking from my personal experience and as well as people I surround myself with. Why is it sometimes not easy for us to find the right person? So let's get started. I have my list here. For all of us, it could be different reasons, but this is my, dating history, reasons that I find why it's hard for us to just put ourselves out there and find love. Okay? So, we want a love that is real. So, we want somebody that comes to us that is just real. I think we're just tired of, we meet somebody, you've been talking for a while, they present themselves the way that, looks good, and gradually as you get to know them, they change. Why is that? Why can't you just be real? Why can't you come to us, the person that you are? You don't have to change. You don't have to put on, I don't know, a different personality per se. Just be yourself. Like, why is it so hard for others just to be themselves? And it is up to us to accept you from the beginning, just the way you are. Don't come to us thinking that, okay, I think she's going to like me if I present myself to be this way. And then as you gradually get comfortable and get to know this person, they slowly start to change. And you start to notice things about them. And you're like, why didn't you show me this in the beginning of the relationship or when I was getting to know you? Then I could have made a decision if I wanted to continue getting to know you more. But I find a lot of us, not a lot of us, but I find with some people, it's like you present yourself to be a certain way in the beginning, and then when you gradually get to know this person in a relationship, you're not that same person anymore. Just be yourself. Just let that person love you, get to know you for just being yourself. You don't have to change. You don't have to put on, an image that you're not. Just be yourself. That person will love you and get to know you for just being yourself. And I find a lot of us who are spiritual awakened, I call ourselves old souls, we are just ourselves. We come to you just the way we are. So we expect others to be just like that. And why is it so hard to find somebody who's just real? Just give us who you are. You don't have to put on, you don't have to show us somebody that you're not. I find as well that, looking at my notes right here, we want somebody that doesn't mind putting up with us. I don't want to say this like in a negative way, but I find that our energy sometimes is overpowering. I find it sometimes that just the way we speak and conduct ourselves sometimes is overpowering for others. And some people just cannot put up with our energy or put up with us. And we just want somebody that's going to accept us and put up with us. Not in a negative way, but in a more positive way. I feel don't get into it if you're not into it 100%. Don't put yourself into something if you're not going to give it your all or be 100%. And some might say, well, if you're getting to know this person in the beginning, don't put your egg in one basket or don't put yourself there 100%. I don't believe in that. I believe if you're trying to get to know somebody, give them your all. Is there a loss if it doesn't work out? But don't try to be somebody that you're not. Give them your all. Let them see who you are. That's how you're going to know if that person fits into your world. And then I find that we want somebody that's going to encourage us. We want somebody that's going to encourage us to put forth. I find a lot of people that I've met, okay, in my personal experience, they want to dim your light, okay? They want to outshine you. And that's not what you want in a relationship. You want somebody that's going to be equal along with you and it's going to encourage you. But nowadays, or with some people, they find pleasure in dimming somebody else's light or energy. And for us old souls, that's not what we want. We want somebody that's going to encourage us to put ourselves forth. Some of us struggles with so many things in our life. And some people prey on that. Trust me, they do. They take pleasure into that. And that's not what we want. We don't want somebody in our life that's going to take pleasure into things that we are insecure about. We want somebody that's going to encourage us and help us to put ourselves forth. Now, we want love that teaches us, okay? We want somebody that comes into our life not to reject us or criticize us. We want love that's going to teach us. I believe we're all here to teach and love and learn from each other. So we want love that's going to encourage and teach us. Teach us something new. Teach us something about ourselves or about yourself, okay? Let's come into this and teach each other about something new. We don't want somebody that's going to point out to us where we're going wrong or ways that we need to grow. We want somebody that's going to teach us. If you find that there's different ways for us to grow together as a couple, well, yes, I'm down for that. Let's grow together. Let's not criticize and put down each other, but let's grow and learn from each other. And that's what I find a lot of us old souls, that's what we're looking for. We want to grow and teach each other. We don't want to put down each other and reject each other or, like I say, prey on somebody else's insecurity. We want to learn and teach and love each other. And as a couple, that's what I'm looking for. I want somebody to love, learn, and teach me something. Let's teach each other something. Let's grow as a couple. Let's see what else I've written here. For this is my biggest one, okay? My biggest one. We're healers, but we don't want to fix anyone. And I had to learn this the hard way. Especially being a healer and being a Virgo, I tend to put other people before me. I want to fix the world. That's just my trait, okay? It's something that I had a hard time learning, that I need to put myself first and you can't fix anyone. And I used to look for relationships where I felt that I had to fix that person. And I had to learn that no, you don't go into a relationship trying to fix somebody, okay? And as old souls, most of us are healers. And we want to fix the world. We want to fix each people. We want to take you on under our wings and groom you and mold you and fix you and heal you. But we have to learn you can't fix everyone and anyone. And when you go into a relationship, that's not your number one thing, okay? That's not the number one thing to do. You're not in a relationship to fix anyone. And I know it's so hard as healers, you want to just give your love and support and heal and fix and nurture, but you have to learn to step back. And that's not the reason why you're in that relationship. You can't fix anyone. You're not going into a relationship to fix anyone. And it took me a while to learn this, that I'm not here to fix anyone. I'm a healer, yes. I do, you know, my emotions does play off of others' emotions. If you feel sad, I feel sad. If you feel happy, I feel happy. And I had to learn how to ground my emotions, because I used to base my emotions off of my partners. If they feel sad, I feel sad. If they feel happy, I'm happy. And I had to learn, like, no, like, my feelings and your feelings, no. Like, you have your feelings and I have my feelings. And if you're sad that day, it doesn't mean I have to be sad. You know, I could help you and I could, you know, find ways to cheer you up, but I don't have to fix you. I don't have to make you happy. I don't have to devote time to, like, make sure that you're happy. Meanwhile, I'm not taking care of myself and my emotional needs. And I find for a lot of us old souls, we just want to fix the world. We just want to fix everybody. And I find that we always attract people that are looking for help. I find that I always attract guys that are looking for help. And just because it's a natural response to want to offer help, then I enter into the relationship in order to fix the other person, which is unwise. Like, we shouldn't aim to be doing that, right? We don't want to be a 24/7 doctor or counselor to our partner, right? We want to find somebody who is in a similar place to us, similar energy, similar emotional place as us. It's very draining to be the one who's that 24/7 doctor or counselor. You want to find somebody who's on the same emotional path as you and who's in a similar place emotionally, mentally, energy as you. All right? So don't go into the relationship trying to fix anybody. And I find for a lot of us being old souls, spiritual awakened, but I call ourselves old souls, we are just healers, and it comes natural to us to just want to fix somebody. And we attract a lot of people in our life that are just wounded, and we just want to take them under, and we just want to fix them, want to give them a hug, want to cuddle them, want to be that, that mother nature, that loving mother to them. No, because you know what? You're not getting anything out of that relationship. What are you getting out of that relationship? Nothing. You're just being drained from that relationship. You're basically not getting anything emotionally, physically from that relationship, or mentally. You're just getting drained. So no, find somebody who's on a similar path as you. I'm not saying that if your partner is having a hard time or a hard day, you shouldn't be there for them. Of course, you should be the first person that's there for them, to offer that emotional support. But don't be a 24/7 doctor or counselor to them. Don't be that's the main reason why you're in a relationship with them. So, I find as old souls, we have complex personalities, all right? I don't mean like bipolar personality. I mean, we have complex, okay? For myself, yes, all right? We have complex personality. We have very intense personality, all right? We are so strong in our beliefs and things that, we deal with, and our energy. We just have very intense personality. And not a lot of people could deal with our intense personality, all right? I find like when we get fascinated with something, we get excited, our personality is just intense, okay? And that's why they say you got to find your soul tribe, your soul people that you could connect with, because honestly, sometimes our energy and our personality could be so intense. And I find not a lot of people could deal with our personality. It's okay. Doesn't mean you're weird. Doesn't mean, you're different. It's fine. Not everybody who's gonna want to be in your circle. All right? Not everybody's on the same level as you. It's fine to have that intense personality. And as old souls, we just have that intense personality. Sometimes we're just quiet, just want to be by ourselves. We don't want to be bothered. And sometimes we just loud. And, we're just out there. And sometimes we're just mixed. One minute we're loud, next minute we're quiet. It's just, we just have this intense personality. And I find it's hard to find somebody or person who understands or matches your complex personality. And, as old souls, we just out here to seek the truth in society, and we value, our spirituality. We value things that are dear to us, and we live in a world where it's motivated by, how to put this? It's motivated by objects, okay, and superficial appearances, all right? And we're not motivated by that. But we live in a world where, driving a fancy car, living in the best, a multi-million dollar home, those things appeal to a lot of people, okay? Wearing a Gucci belt or whatever appeals to people. We live in a world where people look as that as status, or, if they want to get into a relationship, those are things that they look at first. And we're not like that. Okay, like those things don't matter to us as being old souls. And that's why I say, like, we have intense personalities, because we look for inner truth and more deeper truth when it comes to others and people around us, in our world. We look for things that are more complex. We are more complex. We seek for inner truth. We seek to, find inner peace, and to, make ourselves a better person. And, we deal with a lot of like intense personality when it comes to us. But in our society, they glorify status, and we don't. So that's why I say, like, we just have intense personality, and we just don't match with everybody out there, because some people are just out here just only for your money, social status, and we're not into that. We're not into that. We're into more like, what crystals do you carry around with you? Okay? Like, do you meditate? Right? Like, what is your birthday? Like, what sign are you? How do you clear your energies? Like, like that's what we look for, okay? That's what, like, for me, that's what, those are type of questions that I want to, like, get to know you on, all right? How do you deal with, like, grounding yourself, okay? Like, what do you do, all right? Like, those are things that I'm interested in, but a lot of us are not, okay? And that's what I mean, for old souls, it's hard for us to find that person, because a lot of things now is just based on status, all right? On social media, they look at you, it's based on how you look, what you wear, what car you drive, all those things people look to start a relationship. But for us old souls, we look for more inner depth, okay? I want to call it inner depth. All right, how do you deal with, your chakras? Like, what do you do to balance your chakras? Okay, what meditations do you do? Like, those are things that we're more interested in another person. Well, for me personally, okay, because all of us is different, okay? Like, what do you do when, when you're quiet? Like, when you just don't want to deal with the world? How do you shut yourself off from the world? Those are things that I'm interested in. And that's what I mean by intense personality, because not a lot of people want to answer those questions. They might find those questions weird. Like, what? Like, what do you mean by chakras? Like, crystals? Like, what are you talking about? Like, so that's what I mean by having intense personality. We want love that's beyond liking, okay? And in today's society, relationship comes and goes, okay? You're in a talking stage, and then it's like, bam, it's done, all right? It's just like, you don't connect with somebody right away, okay? Because nowadays, even marriage, okay? You can marry somebody, and in a month, you're like divorced, which I don't understand, but that's how our society is. People don't value love anymore. You're probably in a liking stage. And then when you get over the liking stage, the relationship is finished. We want somebody who's fierce, okay? Genuine, deep love. Right? That's what we want. Because when we give ourselves to others, that's what we give to you. Deep, genuine love. Nowadays, love, most people just throw around the word love. They don't really know what love is and what the word love means. They meet you and the next day it's like, oh, I love you. And in a month, you guys are no longer friends or no longer a couple. So we want that deep, genuine love. That love that comes from like deep within your belly, okay? Because when I know as old souls, when we give ourselves 100%. Especially when our mind is made up to like, I really, really love this person. It's real, genuine love that we give you. So we want the same thing too. You know, like you hear, oh, okay, well, I like you. But like has no commitment, all right? And people throw around like. And you get into like these type of situation where, oh, I like you. And you start to do things, you start to go out, you start to sleep with that person, you start to do things as based on like. But like has no commitment. And for us whole souls, we just don't want to give ourselves just any person, right? Especially like physically and physically like having sex. We just don't want to give ourselves just to any person, because I believe like when two people connect, two souls connect, and that's part of having sex as well. Your energies connect. So why would you want to do that in the base of, oh, I like you? Like has no commitment. We want to give ourselves to that person that is deep, genuine love. Because when we put ourselves out there and when we give ourselves, we know that it's deep, genuine love. Right? Love. Because I find in our society, one day you like something and the next day you don't. So that's based on relationship as well. One day I like you, the next day I don't. And we're not like that as old souls. For us, I find, for me, it takes a while for us to open up, like be comfortable with that person. And it's like peeling back layers and layers and layers. Like you're like an onion, peeling back layers and layers and layers to get to know the true, genuine person. And that's how we are. So when we meet somebody, we want that person to be like that too. And when we say we love you, we mean it. We love you. We love you. We accept you with all your flaws, all your insecurity. We love you for you. Not for what you have or your social status or what you drive or what home you have or what your home costs. We love you for you. For you. Right. We want a love that is vulnerable, okay? Now, we live in a society where a lot of people just are not vulnerable. They don't show that side of them, right? For us old souls, it's easy for us to be vulnerable because we have dealt with our shadow side. We have dealt with our ego. We have put those things aside. We know how to deal with those things. So we want somebody that comes to us to show us their vulnerable side. And not a lot of people is willing to do that. They want to show us that ego side of them, right? And then we have to battle with that ego side of them. We're not down for that. Show us your vulnerable side. Be vulnerable with us. That's what we want. I find that love, true love, is not liking somebody or sharing the same interests. I find it's willing to open up your heart and your soul. Even if it hurts, you're willing to go down that road. It's really opening up your heart and your soul, being vulnerable with that person. Okay? Vulnerable with that person. And when you're willing to be vulnerable, it opens up, it opens up, opens up or giving wounds or things that you have to heal. But if you're with the right person, it'd be easier for you to deal with things like that. Especially if you're with the old souls. They will help you to deal with things like that. Not saying to be your doctor 24/7, but it'll be easier for you to be vulnerable with somebody who has already been through dealing with healing old wounds, okay? And dealing with past trauma that they have to deal with. We heal every day as old souls because we always go inner. So we know how it is to always be healing. So when we meet with somebody else, we want that person to just open up to us as well, be vulnerable. And we could help you to deal with the old wounds and help you to heal. Not to be your doctor and be your healer, but we could help you with that as going forth in a relationship, right? Mutual grounds. Right? And I find that being vulnerable in a relationship, it encourages unconditional love. Because you're not loving a person for what they have or what you see physically as what their body is. You're loving a person for their heart and soul. So that encourages unconditional love. We want as well commitment and effort, okay? We want you to put the effort. And if you say you're committed, be committed. Don't be half-half, all right? Be committed. Love is something that constantly needs to be fed, all right? Constantly needs to be fed. It's like a burning fire. You need to be adding the wood to the fire constantly to get it going, right? Right? Words are empty. Words are empty when they're not followed by action. Right? So as old souls, we want a love that can be shown through action, shared experiences, effort, and dedication. Okay? We don't just want your words. We want you to show us. We want you to be committed. If you say you're going to do something, if you say you love us, show us. Not just saying it with words. We want your effort. We want your dedication. Because once we let you in, we are showing you that we love you. And we're backing up with our action. So we just want the same thing done for us as well. We want love to be rooted in wholeness. And what I mean by that is like the moment your happiness depends on another person, you lose your freedom to love out of choice. You shouldn't base your love on another person or your happiness on another person. It's great when you love, because love is a beautiful thing. But don't base your happiness on somebody else. Learn how to be happy by yourself. Learn how to be happy with yourself. Not because you're with somebody else or not because you're with somebody. We want a partner who is happy and who is whole by themselves, so they can share that wholeness with us. That's what we want. We don't want somebody who enters a relationship out of a sense of neediness, okay? Out of being needy. Because they feel incomplete or the fear of being alone or lonely. Then obviously their relationship is doomed, okay? As old souls, we realize that a healthy relationship is rooted in inner happiness. Like what I said, inner depth. All right? We want somebody that comes to us that is whole, that is happy within themselves first. They're not coming to us wounded and looking for us to be happy. They're happy with themselves first. For me personally, we won't settle for anything less than soulmate love, okay? I find as old souls, we find it difficult to settle for just comfort, lust, superficial attraction, security or keeping each other company, we find that hard to connect with. We want or need somebody who will share our values and be true spiritual companion. That's what we want. We don't want somebody who's just here for just, because for the moment or just passing time. We want somebody who's here that shares the same values as us and who's our spiritual companion, who matches our souls. This one for me personally, I don't enjoy the dating game. I don't know for you guys, but I don't enjoy the dating game. I don't enjoy the drama, the addiction, or rules out there like what you should or shouldn't do. I don't enjoy that ego status of relationship, the dating game. All right, like, oh, well, you shouldn't text him first or let him text you, or I don't enjoy that. All right, or don't call him after a certain time, or don't call him 2 days, let him miss you. I don't enjoy that all that ego approach to dating games, right? For us old souls, we find that very unappealing. For me personally, I do. Right? I find that whatever comes natural, let it flow. If you want to text that person, text that person. If you want to say I love you, say I love you. Like, I'm just not into that dating game or rules. And old souls, like, we're just not confined by that. Like, why? As old souls, we need to realize that we all come with wounds. All of us comes with wounds that we need to heal. We all come with wounds. Many old souls like us become the way we are because it's done through difficult or something that happened in your life that was traumatic, okay? Circumstances that forced you, all right, to have inner growth and inner maturity. When it comes to love, it is very important that we find somebody who is mature enough to deal with our baggage, all right? Baggage that we often carry around. We all have baggage, right? All of us. But it's important to find the baggages that you want to carry around, right? And this can be hard to find in others. We all have wounds. We all have baggages that we carry around. It's okay. But you need to find somebody who's willing to accept your baggages and help you to carry around those baggages, but doesn't make it a focus or the main point of your relationship. All right. We just want more than sex, okay? As old souls, we just want more than sex. Like I said, I believe that when you have sex, two souls are connected, all right? It's a much more deeper level. We want more than sex. Lust, okay? Sex is appealing. It's, it's out there, all right? While we love sex, yes, we love sex. We want more than just a one-night stand. We want to share our bodies with those that fall in love with our soul first, rather than just our physical body. We want somebody that is going to love our souls. Because when we're having sex, it's both our souls are connected. It's in a much more deeper level. And sex is much more greater when you connect with somebody on a much more deeper, soulful level. As all souls, we are free spirits, okay? We are just free spirits. The reason why falling in love is so important is because it expands us. It, expands our freedom. We're just all souls, but we are free spirit. All right? We don't like love that's caged. We don't like love that is controlled. We want love that is free. And when we love you free. When you come to us, we want you to be free. We are free-spirited. We don't like possessiveness and controlled love. We want love that flows. It flows. It's better when it flows, not controlled and not caged. And that's the type of love that we want. Wow, this video is pretty long. I went pretty long this video. All right, I think I should wrap it up. But this is just an overview of, what old souls, what we want when we're looking for love. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more what we're looking for. But, speaking from personal experience, right? This is some of the things that personally what I'm looking for and what my friends are looking for. And I'm pretty sure some of these things you can relate, right? Anyhow, I think this video is long enough. And I really enjoyed doing this, all right? I think I got a question regarding love, and I was just motivated of doing this video of us. Why is it so not easy for us old souls to find love? And like, these are the reasons, I find personally why some of us just don't connect with others out there, and why we have just not an easy or pleasant time finding love. But it doesn't say that you're weird, okay? It doesn't say that you're different. It's just, as us old souls, we demand so much more and we deserve so much more, all right? And don't limit yourself, okay? And don't settle. The right love will find you. I don't believe you to go out there and seek it. It will find you. Sometimes love surprises you. It will find you. The least person you expect will be that person for you. And when you least expect it, what I feel like when you're not looking for it, it finds you. Love is such a beautiful thing. Give it a chance. But don't settle. Don't settle. All right? We deserve the best love. All of us do. Anyhow, guys, I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and share if you've made it this far into the video. And I'll see you guys again for another one. Bye.